What's ripening YouTube? So as you know, I've been evaluating a bunch of different, what do you call them, biomass support species. And one of the ones I've been looking at a lot is the one you see behind me. This is the Corymbia torrelliana. Formerly was a eucalyptus, now it's a subspecies or a separate species. And I've been working with this particular plant for the last 3 or 4 years and watching how it behaves after pruning. And I've noticed a couple things that I thought I would share. So hang on for a second. So this one here, if you look up, it was topped, I don't know, a few months ago. And it's been topped before. The ones on this side, I didn't top them this year. They've been topped once before, and I let them regrow. They've probably grown another 12 to 15 feet on top of the cut. But they're also branching from the trunk further down, and you can see that happening here. Now this isn't really a problem because these are very, very easy to take off, and you're actually getting quite a bit of biomass. So it's not a problem. It's actually a good thing that's producing all this biomass. But what I'm looking at is, how do I take this species and put it into a larger scale system? That smells good. So I've been evaluating other species as well, and I wish I had more eucalyptus varieties. I don't have them yet. But I'm going to show you another species that I've been pruning the same way, and it's behaving totally differently, and I think it's an important distinction. So let me walk over there and I'll show you. So this tree here, there's actually several of them in here. This is all that's left of a large Chinaberry tree that was here, and when I was removing a tree next to it, I ended up kind of ruining it, destabilizing the tree, and it fell down, so I cut it down. It's been resprouting from the base. But I've also had, from that tree, birds have taken seeds elsewhere, and I'll show you what they do when they grow naturally and then when you prune them. Okay, so this is a Chinaberry that came up on its own, meaning I did not plant the seed, but I decided to let it be here because I have a kind of a shade loving fruit tree next to it, and I wanted to see how it behaved. So what I did, it kind of came up as just like the one behind it, just a big straight stick, and I topped it off at the highest point that I could reach. If I did it again, I would top it up higher, but this is just an experiment. And then it resprouted all at the top. Maybe you can see that. It resprouted all at the top. And what I should have done probably was selected like 3 or 4 of these or whatever, but anyway, I let it do that. Let me back up a little bit so you can see the whole tree. And it made this really big umbrella of new growth. And then a few weeks ago, I came in here and I tipped it. You see the tip. And I've been trying to figure out or watch how these respond to pruning. And what I'm noticing with the Chinaberry, which is different from the Corymbia torrelliana, is that it seems like it just wants to resprout on the tips. And what does that mean? So I'm trying to design an agroforestry system where I have my emergent high layer that I can cut, hopefully mechanically, and I can cut it again and I can cut it again, and I don't have to come and strip all the branches off every time. I just want to be able to cut the top and move on. Cut the top, reorganize the material, move on. However, I'm trying to figure out how to do that. So to me, this is an important distinction. I think Chinaberry actually fits my needs better. It grows here, it doesn't care about cold, doesn't care about the wet, it's just a fast grow. It's just as fast as the eucalyptus. It probably doesn't produce quite as much biomass, but I can plant it more densely, and because it's just poles sticking out of the ground, they're not in the way of anything else. I can manage the canopy way up high, and and I can still have a full-on agroforestry system underneath. So I'm kind of interested in this now. I think this is an important element, and I know that it's considered invasive and people are scared of it. I'm not, and this is my land, so I'm going to decide how I plant it. But just wanted to share that insight and let you guys know what's going on here. I've got more to share. I'm going to try to break it into little bite-sized pieces, so the videos aren't too long. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I'll see you next time.